Right, here's Deborah in the back room here.
Searching for treasures.
Treasures? What, money?
Fucking hell, money in this place.
Mm.
You know where they have to look first.
So the dust hanging off the wall where I took the frames down.
Oh.
Tiles hanging off. Got sort of light bulbs, that's got some weird strobing effect on it. Oh. That's better. This is the front bedroom. Pretty much cleared of anything important. But we've got this walk-in cupboard here. Well, you can't see. Put the light on. This walk-in cupboard, which is basically a wall of old clothes and stuff. I don't know where to begin in there. And then that's spilled out onto the floor. This mountain of clothes. Clothes in here. Can't even get the door open. Oh, there's a lot of sliding. So we'll have a look downstairs. Oh, spare room, of course. Spare room, just can't even get into it. This is why the clearance is so expensive. Sorry?
Phone of your ex-fiancée.
Right, very good. Like bonnet here. This lethal stay carpet. Junk mail. So this is where we've tried to separate out stuff to keep. So that's all my books in cases there, in plastic boxes rather. A few bits and bobs in that crate. That picture. A few more bits and bobs in that crate. So there's 5 plastic boxes, which I should be able to get everything into. Some guitars, only 2 of which are probably worth keeping. A television, never used, which I'm probably going to give to my auntie. What else? It just looks, the more we go through the stuff, the worse it looks. It looks significantly worse now than it did before. And then of course we've got the kitchen, which we're not touching. Nothing in here of any interest. But it's just when you get close into it, it's every single surface. I mean, look at this fridge. Everything is filthy. So I don't know when anybody last cleaned in here. I mean, look at the ceiling. It's squalid is the only word I can use for it. Squalid. And it's just frustrating that it was allowed to get this bad after I left home. Me and my father weren't speaking for a few years, and by the time I heard that there were rodents in the house from my mother, of course we were in the middle of a COVID lockdown, which was great. Meant I couldn't even get here because my father was fully compliant. So by the time I was able to actually come here, she'd already had her accident and gone into hospital, and he'd clearly gone insane. And I think things went downhill pretty quick after that. So nobody's lived here now for a year and a half nearly. But to actually think that my dad, was actually living on his own in here for about, how long? About 6 months. And prior to that, so basically there was a couple in the early 80s living in this place. It's unbelievable. It was nowhere near as bad as this when I left. But so that's what we've got to contend with. So people are asking me why the clearance company is charging such an extortionate amount of money to clear the place. Well, it's not really. I don't think it is that extortionate when you add the overheads of actually getting rid of the stuff. And the fact that they're putting 5 people on the job over 2 days. It is an enormous task. So there you go. So hopefully in about 10 days time everything will be gone. I can turn the electricity off, get the credit back that they owe me, which will go some way towards paying for the several £1,000s I'm spending on getting the place cleared, and that'll be that, and we'll never ever have to come here again.